welcome to the Apple Tree. My name is Wormy, and today I'm going to discuss I Heard the Bells. It's a movie that came out recently, and I gotta admit, it's a pretty interesting film that I highly recommend that you go and check out. It did really well on IMDB ratings, and a lot of people really like this movie, so I do recommend that you check it out. And here's some reasons why, but first I'm going to give you a little bit of a plot of what this movie's about. Spoiler warning, as there may be some spoilers in this, so just keep that in mind. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you pause this video, go watch the movie, and then come back and listen to our review. Trust me, it is worth every dollar to go see. So this movie stars an American poet known as Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, who lives a normal life with his wife and kids. He loves to write poems, and he loves to use them in everyday life, so he's got a really nice life. Until one day, he ends up losing his wife to a fire. She gets caught on fire in her dress, and therefore she succumbs from it. And that it really crushes Longfellow. It's crazy to lose his wife, and he's depressed, and he doesn't want to write anymore. He feels like he has failed, and he has lost the one thing that gave him the want to write poems. So Longfellow kind of just, he eventually starts to try to move on, but his son decides that he wants to go and serve in the Civil War, just like many of his friends are. But due to Longfellow's celebrity status, he doesn't want his son to go to the war, and nobody's trying to make him go. But nevertheless, Longfellow's son decides to forge his father's signature and put him into the army. Longfellow combats this by coming back and saying, look, you can be in the army, but put him in a place where he's not going to see battle. So that's kind of what happens. He's promoted to a lieutenant, and he just guards things. He doesn't go anywhere. And Longfellow finds that as a compromise. My son is safe, but he also gets to be in the army as he wants. However, eventually, we find that Longfellow's son ends up getting shot as he ends up disobeying orders, and he goes into the midst of battle, and he gets shot and is injured. So you have that, and therefore, you kind of have to deal with Longfellow's he's lost his wife, and now his son's in critical condition, and it's a very tough time for him. But eventually he realizes that he needs to move on and reignite his Christmas spirit as things happen, and he needs to move on from that and try to live the best life that he can, in which then he goes ahead and pens the I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. So that's what this film's really about. I really like how the acting is really great. I love the story. It's really great to see Longfellow's journey from losing his wife and seeing his son injured and moving on from that to the point where he picks back up the pen and gets back to poems. And I don't think there's enough movies out in Hollywood these days that have those lessons that show what real loss is like. I mean, you have people watching, you lose your favorite superhero dies, or something like Iron Man, or just any superhero you can name, but it's nothing like losing a loved one. So let me know in the comments what you think about this movie, and feel free to discuss it with me. Thank you.